Hi, good afternoon. My name is Camilo Torres. I'm recording this video for an activity. It's an activity from this course, English Conversation, that I found really interesting. Basically, what I'm going to do is to tell you a little bit about my English background, and also to discuss about some strategies that help you out to improve your speaking skills or communication skills. Well, I decided to begin a career in English. I told you I really like English. I think it's a really interesting language. It's a global language. Well, that's what everybody thinks, and I also think that um, I sometimes I have the opportunity to leave the country and travel to different places like United States or Canada, and I have the opportunity to interact with people, with native people, and this really help you out to approach yourself to the language, get to know the culture, and understand quite a few things that are related to this language. Um, I think every single person around the world should speak a second language. You know, it really the most important part about learning a language is to be open. Optimistic about learning the language. At this level, when you are approaching to a native speaker level, sometimes people rush, sometimes people stress out, and get frustrated about understanding. But I think it takes time for you to get into this level. It just takes time. So what I should do is to keep on practicing and learning every single day something different about the language. The most important thing is that you really like English. Well, I think that here is the first part to introduce myself, to talk about a little bit about my English background, and right after this, what I'm going to do is to talk about the document. There was a document to read about some strategies to improve your speaking skills. Well, I choose three strategies that are really helpful, in my opinion. The first one is about extensive and intensive contact with native speakers. Well, I think I already explained some of the reasons why I think that getting in contact with native speakers help people to improve their communication skills. You know, mm, when you get around English, when you get around the culture, you also have the opportunity to speak and interact with native speakers, and you understand expressions and different things, that are going around English, slang and common words, So I think this one works, you know. The second one I choose is about time on task, you know. Basically, it's when you spend time reading, writing, listening, practicing, all those regular activities that we used to do when we're following an English course, all these activities help you also out to improve your skills in English, Beside this, in my experience, what I used to do is to uh, help myself out, and I used to read books, magazines, newspapers, watch TV programs, series, listening to music. Well, quite a few things beside this that um, help you out to get around English. Right now in Colombia, it's a little hard for people who is learning this language. Everyone around us speaks Spanish, so it takes a little bit more time for you to adapt to this language. So that's why we should help ourselves, you know, in a personal way. And finally, it's about use foreign language, So I think it's just the complement in doing these practices and doing activities, Well, I told you again, if you have the opportunity to travel to any of those places and interact with people or in a personal way to approach to the language, I think these three strategies help you out to improve and keep some of the um, goals of learning English. Um, well, I think that's all. Here is the first part of the activity. Introduce myself, to discuss about these strategies, to talk about the document. Um, I also, finally, I like to greet my tutor Henry and all the peers from the course. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope you can share some others videos through the forum of this course. Okay, so thank you for watching and see you around.